Welcome. Thank you for trying mediation. May we use first names?
Yes, I am George.
My name is Melissa. Thank you again. Shall we sit down? Our goal is to learn what is important to you, help you understand each other, and talk about your options. As a mediator, I do not decide right or wrong or give advice. You make all the decisions about what to do. We start with you briefly telling me what happened. Next, I will take a short break to go over my notes. Then I will meet with each of you privately to learn more. Finally, I will have everyone back together to write up an agreement if there is one, or discuss the next steps. This is voluntary. You can withdraw at any time. It's confidential. I will not discuss things outside this room or repeat information from our private sessions if I am asked not to. I take notes to keep track of things, and so can you. I ask that only one person speak at a time. Are there any questions? We usually start with the plaintiff. George, what happened?
Melissa's dog tore up my flower garden and I want to be reimbursed for the damage. I am out $600 and I want the creature restrained.
So, George, for you this is about your flower garden and the dog. Is that right?
Yes.
Melissa, what happened? I don't think my dog was in his garden. Fluffy is a sweetheart and would never do such a thing. This is not right. So, Melissa, for you this is about Fluffy. Is that right? Yes. Thank you both. I am going to take a short break, review my notes, and then meet with each of you privately. Welcome back. Thanks for waiting. If there is anything you do not want me to repeat to Melissa, please let me know. What has this been like for you?
I do not like this. I wish that I did not have to sue to get Melissa's attention, but something had to be done.
How do you know each other?
She lives next door to me.
Tell me about your past communications.
They had always been good. When I moved there, she baked cookies for me and we have always had a good relationship. I even cleared her driveway with my snowblower.
Tell me more about the dog.
She lets him run free and he is always in my yard. He is a friendly dog and I like him, but I do not want him in my flower garden. After the damage, I found one of his tags on my lawn. I did not see him do it, but I know he did it.
How do you usually handle things when the dog is on your property?
I usually call Melissa and tell her that Fluffy is at my house. But she never seems to take any action or restrain Fluffy.
Is there anything else?
I like Melissa and I like Fluffy. She is a good neighbor, but the dog is a problem. I wish there was a way to resolve this.
Anything to add?
No.
So, George, the issues are keeping the dog out of your flower garden and keeping a good relationship with your neighbor. Which is the most important?
I suppose keeping a good relationship is most important.
Anything that I cannot repeat?
No.
Thank you. I am going to meet with Melissa, but while you are waiting, I would like you to think about ways to resolve this. Welcome back, Melissa. Thanks for waiting. If there is anything you say that you do not want repeated to George, please tell me. What has this been like for you? Awful. We have been good neighbors, but it has come to this. How do you know each other? George moved next door about 4 years ago. I baked him cookies when he moved in and he has been very nice. He even helped me shovel snow from my driveway. Tell me about your communications. Oh, he calls from time to time when Fluffy is in his yard and we see each other in the morning when we leave for work. That is about it. Tell me about Fluffy. Fluffy is a 130-pound Saint Bernard. He is very lovable and he likes George. That is why he goes there. But I do not think that Fluffy dug up his flowers. The flower garden is very pretty. George is very good about maintaining it. I wish I had some help with my garden. I know George does not want Fluffy in his yard. Perhaps I could restrain him or get an electronic fence. How do you usually handle these things? When George calls, I usually lean out the window and call Fluffy. Sometimes he doesn't come back. Sometimes he would rather play with George. George is nice, but I can understand why he does not want Fluffy in his flower garden. So, Melissa, for you this is about keeping a good relationship with your neighbor. Is that right? Yes. Anything to add? Is there anything I cannot repeat? No. Okay, I am going to take a short break and we'll have the both of you back shortly. While you are out, I want you to think about ways you can resolve this. Okay. Thank you for waiting. Let me go over the things on which you both agree. You both agree that George has a very nice flower garden. You both agree that you have been good neighbors. You both agree that Fluffy is a lovable dog. You both want to have a good neighbor relationship. Melissa said that she thought that perhaps she should restrain Fluffy. She also said she needs help with her flower garden. Have either of you thought of a way to resolve this? I could get a restraint or an electronic fence.
If she does that, I would be willing to drop this suit.
And will you help me with my garden?
Yes.
Good. So you both agree that if George drops the suit, Melissa will either get a restraint for Fluffy or install an electronic fence. Is that right?
Yes. If she does that, I will also help her with her garden.
I agree. Great. Let us write it up.
Hello and thank you for watching. First, let me assure you that no mediators or animals were harmed in the making of that movie. That was a short, fictional account of the mediation process. Mediations are not always that quick, nor that easy. However, the mediation offers parties an opportunity to resolve their differences quickly and without the costs and time of drawn-out litigation. As you saw, the mediator did not tell the parties what the resolution was. The parties did that for themselves. And they will feel better for it. It does not always work. Some people feel that the judge should make the decision, but that can be unpredictable and there will always be a loser. The goal of mediation is to allow both parties to come out winners. We hope you will consider mediation the next time you are in a dispute. You really have little to lose and you might be better for it. Thank you.